So there was a John Luritz blog post recently that has been shown to me. It comes falsely to the conclusion that the DNC will be a contested convention. So, here are the Google, CNN, and Wikipedia results for the estimates, their estimates of the amount of delegates that each candidate has. Hillary shown with her logo and Bernie with his. But these are all wrong because they overinflate Hillary's results with superdelegates. Superdelegates totally are 715. This is where the blog post gets it wrong as well, because he takes the 715 from these candidates, but he doesn't take it from the total needed. So, the total needed is always going to be 50% of the delegates available plus 1. So let's take it with the total delegates that we have, take away the superdelegates, add 1 to that, divide it all by 2, and essentially you gain the magic number of 2026 needed, which is a lot lower than the number before, which is 2384. So as you can see, that massive gap between those two is why each candidate, well, at least in the blog post, seemed to not be able to win at all. Now, let's take the 538 estimates as shown here, which are probably the most reasonable estimates because 538 do a lot with statistics. They're basically a statistics company. So you have Clinton with 1,662 delegates. That's pure delegates. That's without the superdelegates. Bernie with 1,373. Again, that's without the superdelegates. And then you have the totals here without superdelegates. So if you take this equation, then Hillary needs 364 to gain the total, and Bernie needs 653. So that's quite a large difference between those two numbers. This is what this looks like. So as you can see, Hillary here with 82% of the delegates overall needed, and Bernie Sanders with 68% of the ones needed. Now, how many delegates are up for grabs, and how many do each candidate need? So there are 1,200 delegates up for grabs overall, and that includes the superdelegates. So that means that overall there are actually 1,016 delegates left. Okay, so how do we work out what that means for the candidates? Well, here's a calculator to work it out. So Hillary has 364 of these, so that means that she has about 36%. She needs 36% overall of the remaining contests to gain the number of delegates to win. Bernie has a slightly larger number, as we showed before, 653. So let's do the same thing. He needs about 64% of the remaining delegates. So as you can see, it's formidable for both of them to get to the top. It's formidable for both of them to fill in the remaining delegates that they need. Thanks for watching the video. I hope it's not been too terrible.